see with apparel pattern making. I just have a little quick patterning snippet here for you I thought I would share. How often when you're making a pattern or you're adjusting a pattern or using someone else's pattern at all, and you have your seam allowances on it, and everything when you're lining your pattern up, it all looks great. You have your sew line right here in the middle, this solid red line, and then you have your seam allowances, which are these little dotted dash lines on each side of your pattern. But when you get ready to take your fabric that's been cut out in this pattern piece and you take it and you want to line it up so that you can sew your sew lines together like this here. You have your sew lines right here and you can line it up that you can sew them together. How often do you have this where you have excess corner of your seam allowances sticking out a little further? And on the other side also. Do you ever wonder when you're getting ready to lay your fabric piece down, how do you know where this little corner is right here, that these little sew points match up exactly? How do you know that? I mean, when I'm sewing, it's hard to figure out. If I take it over and I'm just questioning, well, maybe, you know, I should be matching these corners up, and I start sewing this direction here. You can see my notches are off right here, and you can see it's off down here. Or if you end up deciding to start from this corner and you end up wanting to match this corner up a little better here, you can see it's still off a little bit, but you can see how far, look how far you're off. That just doesn't make sense, right? So is there an easier way to adjust these corners so that you can sew your fabric without trying to question where the exact angle is of that corner? There is. So what you can do is you take your seam allowance corners here, and what you do is you're basically trimming them off is what you're doing, or you're matching them. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the corner that I want, and I'm going to remove the other corner, and now you can see both my corners are matched up exactly. So there's no question on how far or where I'm moving that point up, right, up or down. And then I can do the same thing over here. As I take my piece over here, I can do the same thing. Excuse me. And I can trim that little corner off there. And there we go. Now, no question, right? You can't be sliding this up, sliding this down your fabric piece, trying to wonder where you're going to line up. Everything lines up just perfectly, right? So just a quick little great tip on how to match the corners of your seam allowances when you're sewing a pattern piece together. Hope you enjoyed that, and thanks again for watching. Hope to see you another time down the road.